Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Nightkid 0, and today we're back playing Vampyr. The last episode we learned all about the lore of how the vampires are made.
It's locked.
Hit on some deep topics. Now we're going to go talk to Swansea. See what he has to add to this conversation. What's up, my guy?
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
God damn, you need Visine, dude. Your eyes are all fucked up.
It's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior.
Yeah, just slightly.
More than simple agitation.
Everyone's trying to kill you.
Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us.
Oh, God.
A weapon of choice.
What?
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you.
Uh-oh.
I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Well, I guess we're going back to Whitechapel. Because, I don't have... I don't think I have any other side missions to do. So we're off to Whitechapel. I'm gonna steal more shit. This is what I do.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Yes, indeed.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. But thanks anyway.
I don't think I have much money.
Goodbye, Milton.
Another night with glorious
Let's try to help as many people in the hospital as I can before I head over to Whitechapel. Or Stonebridge, whatever. Oh, no. Wait, give me shit.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Any news about my operation?
No.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Again, I feel like this is a woeful misuse
Perhaps you're
of
right,
power.
Dr. Reid. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
He's fine.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
I will see you later. Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I don't have any more. God damn it. Alright. I got 3 people in this hospital that are fatigued. Normally I wouldn't go all the way back up here and do this, but can't have this many people falling ill in my hospital. Otherwise I might actually have to work and not be a vampire. Oh, I can craft a crap load of this. I'll stop at 10. Alright, so I got some medicines for people. Doing my due diligence as the good doctor. Or am I doing this just so I can feed on them later? That's what makes this game so good.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Nothing new. Oop.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
That's not cool.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here. and just be forgotten.
Okay, so,
Why lie about it?
tried to help him.
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very
yeah.
I
successful.
don't want to wear a...
Alright, fine. I mean, you did this to yourself, just saying.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reid.
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
And these people are really ungrateful.
As for me, what a bloody idiot.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require
Fine.
medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Try to help people, and all they want to do is bitch at you.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reid.
Oh, shut up, you little bastard.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reid. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Literally, everyone's a dick. Everyone is a dick. I'm just helping people, and everyone's a dick.
Plain and cold medical bench, sir.
I cannot enter.
Very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hoped that might happen.
Oh, god damn, dude, they're all fatigued. And no doubt, I'm gonna help these other people, and they're just gonna bitch at me too.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Nothing new.
Do you require medical assistance, Nurse?
I will be fine as soon as I can get some sleep.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reid. Thank you.
Oh my god. Someone
Goodbye,
is
nurse.
thankful.
Call me if you need assistance.
Yeah, Hippocratic Oath. Best doctor ever. Better than Doogie Howser. Pompous little bastard. Now, I tried to give you medicine last time, Oswald, and you ran away.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Mom, you're on drugs.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then, if you're so interested in my case.
Perhaps you were trapped or locked in somewhere as a child. The horror of war could have brought this memory back to the surface.
Are you joking? I grew up on a farm, had a bloody fantastic childhood.
Do you want to talk about why you...
No.
An irrational...
Well, Doctor,
Perhaps you...
Are you joking?
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again, by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Okay, so that's why he doesn't like being...
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I will see you
Well,
later.
good, because I don't have any medicine for you, Dick.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Yeah, or just lock yourself in a grave. That'd be helpful for me. Ah, God. Everyone in this place is so miserable. Even though I'm trying to help. Yep. Okay, so that's where I have to go. Is there. An unknown event happened. Okay. Let's go to Whitechapel and check out this unknown event. That sounds promising. Plus, I'm sure there's people in Whitechapel that need help. Ow! Damn it, why do I waste shit all the time?
It ain't human!
Let's try our new powers. Alright. Ow. Got him. Oh yeah, more trash cans. Just trying to get the hang of my new powers here. So that's going to take me to the docks. Don't want to go to the docks. There we go. I knew I'd figure it out sooner or later. Yeah, just breaking all the shit. This isn't where I need to go. God damn I swear to God, I've looked at this map 800 times. Yet I keep running in the wrong goddamn direction. Cap him. Oh, that problem's handled. Another trash can. Things are not going well in Whitechapel.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Wow.
Have you heard anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Never heard of her.
Do you need assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go. Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
Okay.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reid.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not recently.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Yeah,
I will see you later.
I don't have treatment for that.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad...
Oh, stop giving him the 3rd degree.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
Nothing new there.
What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Do you have any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
It appears those who dare to get health care from that bitch are never seen again. Something fishy going on there, for sure.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Buy most of this stuff for crafting.
Fancy buying some?
You never... Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what it is.
Nah, you're good.
Goodbye
Dude.
for now, Mr. Lewis.
You again? What do you want this time?
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I saw her wandering the streets. Yesterday, I think. She didn't recognize me. People say she's lost it. It's a sad story.
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peters?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please, take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Goodbye, Mr. Peters. Good evening, Mr. Whittaker.
It's Father Whittaker, my son. So, Are you still lost in your rational delusions?
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you?
Oh, God.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition. Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
If you propagate the devil's work, you'll perish by the devil's work. Such is the law of the Lord.
Okay. Way to not answer anything.
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Okay. So how's this district doing now? Treatment. But he was being. Alright, I know I can't treat him. I have to find him. This district is basically, from my knowledge of the game, on the brink of collapse. So I need to help the people out here. I mean, I don't have to. It's kind of the beauty of the game, but I'm choosing to. They're all dead.
Good evening, Mr. Nithercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not at all, sir.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
And there was another person. Okay, so she's fine. Especially now that I shut down the clinic in the last episode, I really need to make sure these people get some treatments.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the exact same question, Mr. Doctor. Now leave me alone.
Are you living on the streets, Mr. Petrescu?
And why not? Those who believe they'll be safe behind walls are blind.
What about your house?
My house is always open to any poor soul needing a roof. All my work here is lost now that Dorothea is gone, thanks to you.
Why are you so aggressive?
I remember the night you came here and convinced me to open my door to you, sir. I'd like to punch you right on your chops.
What do you plan to do now that Nurse Crane is gone?
I'm not sure. Strange men came to see me after Dorothea's death, with strange weapons and very odd stories.
What kind of stories?
Stories all Romanian children know. It was as if I was home again. Vampires, Mr. Doctor. Vampires.
You believe them? Aren't you too old to hold a weapon or listen to scary stories?
Yes, I am old and alone and will die soon, but if these stories are true, maybe I have found myself another cause.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water from you, Doctor. I don't need your help.
Yes, you do. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
I said I don't want anything. But I'll keep this for those who really need it.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Where the hell? I gotta find Peterson's kid.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities, but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reid. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Have you any recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Nobody dares to enter the dispensary now. Rumors say the nurse has gone mad.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Melancholia.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Okay. So most of this district's on the mend here. I don't have a cure for that. I've never even seen him, so screw that guy. Pretty much stable. Okay. So we did most of the medical running around.
I should never have taken up my father's business.
There's some shit going on here. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Nurse Crane is a monster. Alright, so now that Nurse Crane has officially whipped my ass, I ain't go near her. Not for a while. So, let's head... There you go. Let's head there.
This is no place for a gentleman!
Oh god. Oh god.
I order you to step back. God walks with me. Stay back.
Die, damn it.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Oh, God. Damn. Well, at least I survived. Damn it, that's the way I have to go. Oop. Feed on him. Oh, God damn it. Gimme. God damn. Gimme.
I have this thirst for blood.
damn it. Do this. Ow. Gimme.
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
Whatever, they still have blood in them. Shut up.
My mother would die if she were to see me in this state. I must wait. I have this thirst for blood. Mother, why have you come here? This is proving far worse than I imagined.
God damn it, there's 3 of them. 4 of them. Awesome. Dead. 3 dead. Oh, they all dead. Give me my niece.
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
God damn it.
Good evening.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever...
Oh.
don't think any of that combat was actually necessary. Oh, sweet trash can.
Die, vermin! Die, vermin!
Ha! Try to mug me when I come out of my house. Ridiculous.
Avery, I leave you to care for my mother. I'm in no state to comfort her. Mother, why have you come here? This is proving far worse than I imagined.
Yeah, okay. Alright, well I reached the cemetery. Mama Dukes is hanging out here, so he won't go there. So, I think this is as good a time as any to start wrapping this episode. We'll upgrade the scythe. Using the revolver more. Increased rate of fire, or blood from the weapon. actually quicker. Alright, that puts it right next to the axe. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that is gonna draw us to the end. Let's do my level up here, and when I come back for the next episode of Vampyr, which will be in a week's time, we're gonna get into the cemetery and figure out what we have to do there. But let's see what we want to do now. That's 500. That's 1,000. I could level that up if I want to. That's 3,000. Let's... yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to bring us to the end of this episode here. We're making progress. We're definitely making progress, starting to get some better weapons. I got my ass kicked a couple times, but still having a ton of fun with this game. We are going to definitely keep going until the end for this game here, as I feel like we're only just scratching the surface of what we can do. So, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for spending your time with me. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. I'm going to continue with the series. Hopefully you are enjoying and will continue along with me. Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe if you're not already. All that fun stuff. You know the drill. I'm Nightkid 0. This is Vampyr, and we'll see you next week.